Hello and welcome to this video lecture on properties of semiconductor. I am Dr. Himanshu Sharma. In this video lecture, I will discuss properties of semiconductor materials in detail. The most important property of semiconductor is its energy band gap. The energy band gap is the difference between conduction band and valence band. So let us discuss energy band gap in detail. As per the definition, it is the graph plotted between energy of atoms and interatomic distance d inside the semiconductor. Means inside a semiconductor there are millions of atoms and their interatomic distance is taken at x-axis and the energy spreaded inside the semiconductor between different atoms is taken at the y-axis. Now the various energy levels are represented by the valence band and conduction band. The conduction band is the outermost orbit in which the electron can travel freely. Now the valence band is the lower energy band, just the conduction band from where the electrons can move to the higher energy level. Now this is the diagram for energy band diagram of a semiconductor. There are generally three types of semiconductor, that is silicon, germanium and gallium arsenide. Here we have shown the energy band gap of all three semiconductor. In case of silicon semiconductor, this energy band gap value is 1.1 or 1.12 electron volt as shown in the table and in the diagram also. The second type of semiconductor we have is germanium semiconductor. The energy band gap Eg of germanium semiconductor is 0.63 electron volt. The third type of semiconductor material is gallium arsenide GaS. The band gap of GaS semiconductor is 1.43 electron volt. Now we will discuss the next property of semiconductors. The next property of semiconducting material is temperature coefficient of resistance. All semiconductors have negative temperature coefficient of resistance. What it means? It means the resistance of a semiconductor decreases with increase in temperature. For example, this is a semiconductor material and if I increase the temperature around it, then its resistivity decreases. Why such condition happen? Why such kind of resistance is decreasing with increasing temperature? What is the internal effect on this semiconductor when the temperature is increased? So let us explain. When the temperature is increased around the semiconductor, then what will happen? The semiconductor absorbs the heat energy. When the semiconductor absorbs this increased energy, then the electrons are lifted to the higher energy states. When electrons are lifted to the higher energy states, then the conductivity of the semiconductor will increase. When the conductivity of the semiconductor increases, then the resistivity of the semiconductor has to decrease, because if sigma is given, sigma is called conductivity, then rho is called resistivity of the semiconductor. So if the conductivity is increased due to the availability of large number of free charge carriers due to rise in temperature, if the conductivity increases, then the resistivity has to decrease. So due to this concept, the semiconductors have negative temperature coefficient of resistance. Means if the temperature is increased, then conductivity increases and correspondingly the resistivity decreases. This formula is given as the temperature coefficient of resistance in semiconductor is given as alpha semiconductor is proportional to minus of resistivity, rate of change of temperature. Now we will see the next property of semiconductors, that is doping process. What is doping process in semiconductor? In simple terms, adding a small amount of impurity to a semiconductor in its melted state is called doping process. Now we will see doping in detail. The conductivity sigma of a semiconductor changes heavily if a small amount of impurity is added to it. The process of adding small impurity to the semiconductor is called doping. The formula for conductivity is given as sigma is equal to n into q into mu, where all these parameters are explained. The formula for conductivity is given as sigma is equal to n into q into mu. N is called number of electrons in per centimeter cube. Q is called charge of electron in 1.6 into 10⁻⁻19 coulomb, and mu is called mobility of carriers. The unit of mobility is centimeter square per volt into second. This unit is very important and it has been asked in GATE examination. Now we will see doping in more detail. Let us consider an electric furnace which is having 1400 degrees Celsius temperature, and at this temperature the silicon semiconductor reaches at the molten state, melted state. Now we can add the pentavalent or trivalent impurity to this melted semiconductor. Why we do such process? Why we add such type of impurities? To make it more conductivity. The doping is done to increase the electrical conductivity of the semiconductor. Why we increasing the conductivity of the semiconductor? To make the electronic devices like diode, transistor, microprocessor, ICs. So all these electronic devices are made using this silicon semiconductor, and to increase its conductivity we use the doping process. There are some examples of pentavalent impurities. Pentavalent impurity atoms are arsenic, antimony and phosphorus. All these impurities has 5 free electrons in outermost orbit. Now we will see some commonly used semiconductor which are mostly used for VLSI fabrication of electronic devices and integrated circuits. These are the commonly used semiconductors. To show this, we have taken a portion of large periodic table. Here column number 3, column number 4, 5, 6 and 7 of periodic table are shown. Here the dotted line shows the semiconductor like carbon, silicon and germanium are most commonly used semiconductor nowadays. Generally the column 3 and column 4 and column 5, these three are mixed to combine the compound semiconductor. These are called elemental semiconductor because it consists of single species of atom. For example, silicon and arsenic. Now if we combine arsenic with gallium, then we will get gallium arsenide. So it will become a composite or compound semiconductor. So this is the commonly used semiconductor. Let us summarize this lecture. First, in the property of semiconductor, I have shown you the energy band gap. After that, I have discussed the doping process of semiconductor. Then I have discussed the effect of temperature variation on the resistance coefficient. Then at the last we have discussed commonly used semiconductors. So this was all about the properties of semiconductors. Thank you very much. Please like, subscribe and share this channel. Thank you.